let's talk a little bit about the Jupyter Lab environment, Jupyter notebooks in general. I've been doing computing for probably 30 years. I first started writing with BASIC in 1990, but I've really been seriously computing for about the last 12. And over that time, the biggest change that I've seen is the rise of the notebook environment. There's a lot of hype about this right now. There are many people who think that notebooks are going to completely replace the traditional scientific computing paper. And whether or not that's true, it's certainly true that notebooks are definitely increasing in popularity. You will see more and more articles that are presented in notebook format. And there are several reasons for that. The first is that it's easier to understand a notebook because you can see what's happening. And probably the second reason is self-perpetuating. As there are more notebooks, there are going to be more notebooks. We're going to be looking at a notebook environment called Jupyter. Jupyter stands for Julia, Python, and R. Jupyter. There were 200,000 notebooks on GitHub in 2015. In September 2018, there were 2.5 million. So this speaks to the growth of popularity of notebooks. And if you look at a Jupyter notebook, you'll see that they can be quite powerful. So here is a Jupyter notebook that I found online, and there's a link in the Blackboard folder to it that gives an overview of linear regression. And I think this notebook is quite well done. So you see you have a table, you have a header, you have subheadings, you have lists, you have links to other web pages, you have code that runs, and when you run code, you get to see the output of that code. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to go over how do you actually do some of these things for yourself.